Hi, my name is Dimma, and this is the BracedUp for Career channel. I'm excited to be here with you today. I hope you are. On this channel, I'm looking forward to supporting women, talking with women, having open conversations about career, about job hunting, about interviews. Basically, I'm out here to support women to ace interviews by being their most authentic self, by infusing their personality to conversations, and really bringing that star girl energy to every interview conversation they have. I'm also looking to support women to be extra in their careers. So you have a job now, you're doing it. How do we infuse that extra? So we're going to have conversations around that. It's going to be conversations. I'm not here to tell you this is what to do. I'm here to have conversations about things that I do, things that you do, things that we do, and how all of those things support career progression, career development, and self-development. Thank you for joining me here today. I'm excited to have you on the channel. I hope that you subscribe. I hope that you enjoy what you hear enough to subscribe and tell others about the channel. All right, let's get into it. So I have these sessions. We call them Braced Up for Career sessions, and on such sessions, I support women to prepare for interviews. So you have an interview coming up, you just want someone to talk with, you want to rehearse, you want to see if your words, are coming together, if you're, telling the right story, if the flow is flowing. So all of those, we could have just book a session. I'm putting the link for the sessions on the channel, on the YouTube channel description. So you can just book a session. It could be 30 minutes, it could be 1 hour, depending on your availability and your specific need per time. Do you already have a job interview, or do you want to prepare in advance of a job interview? I'm available to support either of those. So based off of my conversations with women from these sessions, I'm going to be sharing on my YouTube channel here to support a larger group of women as to what is working, what is not working, what could be working. So today we're going to talk about having a talk track for your interviews. If you're wondering what a talk track is, then listen up. A talk track is basically you creating an outline, in quotes, of what you want to discuss with the interviewer. And this is tricky because, you're not the interviewer. You don't know what the interviewer is going to ask specifically. So you might be wondering, how do I create a talk track for a conversation I don't even know how it will go? It's very simple. Interviews are usually conversations between you and the company to understand better how your values align and if you're best fit for a particular role in that organization. So there are standard questions, and then there are questions that are specific to each organization. Whichever the one it is, if it's specific to the firm, if it's a standard question, few things to note. Number one, you want to infuse your personality. Number two, you want to be concise. So you don't want to say too much and end up rambling such that the interviewer misses the point. You want to pass your key messages as clearly as possible. At the end of that conversation, what is the interviewer taking home about you? Number three, you want to sell a storyline about yourself that gets you the job. A talk track helps you to do these three things. It helps you to sell your story in an organized manner that flows and says exactly what you want to say, leaves exactly the impression that you want to leave with the interviewer. So the first thing to do is, what's the impression I want to leave with the interviewer? What do you want this interviewer to think about you? What do you want to be known for in the mind of the interviewer? Remember, you have just 30 minutes to create this impression. That should be your guiding light in creating your talk track. Because everything that you say, all the points that you bring together should be able to come together like a puzzle and create that picture, that mind picture for the interviewer. You want the interviewer leaving the conversation and feeling, we need this person on our team. We want the interviewer leaving that conversation and feeling your energy, like they should feel the fact that you want to be on this team, you should be on this team. And a talk track helps you to do this. I usually like to have talk tracks for each job role because it helps you to be as specific as possible. But what if you don't have an interview already? How do you create a talk track? Well, one thing to remember is the talk track is really you selling yourself. So, how can you sell yourself? Create a template that is specific to you, that sells the most important aspects of your strengths, that sells the value that you bring to any organization. This would be your own personalized templates. It introduces you. It says these are your strengths. It says these are the things that you are bringing to the table. It says this is how you fit into the organization. This is your work approach. These are your ethics. These are the things you are known for. This is the value you bring to a team. This is how you support a team. Now, every time you have an interview, you edit that talk track. You modify it to fit the aspect of your personality that connects to that job. Does that make sense? Okay, let me know in the comments if this makes sense. If you're creating a talk track, it's very easy. Take the basic questions that you would expect to hear at an interview. Tell us about yourself, what's your strengths, what are your weaknesses, how do you work in the team? Those basic questions, have the talk track for them. And then we'll work from there. I hope that you've learned something today, and I hope that you come again to learn something else. Every time I have conversation with these amazing women, I learn something myself. And each of those nuggets, each of those points, that's what we're going to be sharing here on the channel. If there's something that's bothering you in terms of your career, your work life, job hunting, job search, and you'd like someone to talk to about it, or you have a question you'd like to hear someone else's thoughts about it, please send me an email. My email address is also in the video description. Thank you for joining today and have a great day. My name is Dimma and this is BracedUp for Career. Yeah, bye.